What if I told you that right now, as you watch this, there are places on Earth where your social security check doesn't just cover basic survival. It funds a lifestyle so luxurious that most millionaires back home would envy it. Places where $1,000 a month doesn't mean a cramped apartment and rationed meals, but rather villa living with house staff, daily massages, and restaurant meals 3 times a day? Consider this. The average American spends more on their monthly car payment than it costs to live like royalty in entire countries. That's not an exaggeration. That $728 car payment could instead fund a life of beachfront luxury, cultural immersion, and adventure that most people only dream about during their 2-week vacation. Welcome to the ultimate countdown of the top 10 cheapest countries where you can live like royalty on just $1,000 a month. We've crunched the numbers, analyzed cost of living data from every corner of the globe, and interviewed hundreds of expats to bring you this definitive guide to luxury living on a budget. Forget everything you think you know about budget living. We're not talking about hostels and instant noodles. We're talking about the kind of lifestyle that would cost $10,000 monthly in Miami or California. From Italian-style architecture in South America for less than the cost of a studio apartment, to Southeast Asian beachfront living for less than most car payments, to European sophistication at prices that would make a budget traveler weep with joy. The secret is out among savvy retirees, digital nomads, and those tired of the rat race. There are still places where the American dollar hasn't just held its value, it's multiplied in purchasing power. Places where healthcare costs 80% less but quality often exceeds what you'd receive back home. Countries where your housing budget doesn't get you a room in someone's basement. It gets you a luxury condo with panoramic views. But this isn't just about saving money, it's about gaining life. It's about trading your stressful commute for morning swims in turquoise waters, exchanging expensive restaurant meals for authentic cuisine prepared by people who've been cooking the same dishes for generations, replacing crowded tourist resorts with pristine beaches where your footprints might be the only ones in the sand. So whether you're a retiree looking to make your savings last decades longer, a remote worker tired of pouring your income into overpriced cities, or simply someone dreaming of a better quality of life, keep watching. The next few minutes might just change everything you thought possible about your financial future and your quality of life. Let's begin the countdown. Number 10. Indonesia, the archipelago of astonishing value. While Bali has gained international attention, the rest of Indonesia remains one of the world's best-kept secrets for affordable luxury living. Your $1,000 monthly budget transforms into a small fortune here. Imagine waking up in a comfortable 1-bedroom apartment in Jakarta for just $300 monthly, with modern amenities and often including utilities. Your culinary adventures begin with street food that costs less than $2 for generous portions of nasi goreng, fried rice, or satay. For those preferring home cooking, monthly groceries for one person rarely exceed $50 at local markets, bursting with fresh tropical fruits, vegetables, and seafood. Transportation becomes an affordable luxury, with taxi rides costing under 50 cents per kilometer, and comprehensive bus passes available for about $14 monthly. But Indonesia's real value lies in its experiences: pristine beaches in Lombok that rival Hawaii without the crowds, ancient temples like Borobudur that cost mere dollars to visit, and a culture of warmth and hospitality that money can't buy. For digital nomads or retirees, Indonesia offers special visas that make long-term stays surprisingly straightforward. With healthcare costs about 70% lower than in the US, and domestic flights between islands often under $50, your $1,000 monthly budget doesn't just cover necessities, it funds a life of adventure and relaxation in one of the world's most biodiverse nations. Number 9. Bolivia, South America's hidden gem. Landlocked in the heart of South America, Bolivia offers perhaps the continent's most dramatic value proposition. Your monthly $1,000 here feels like a king's ransom in the best possible way. Housing will be your biggest expense, but even that is remarkably affordable. A modern 1-bedroom apartment in La Paz's best neighborhoods costs around $300 monthly, often including stunning mountain views. Dining becomes an adventure where $12 buys a family-sized platter at quality restaurants with salad bars and multiple courses. Local wines of surprising quality cost just $1.34 per bottle, while a typical meal at local markets runs about $2. Transportation is where Bolivia truly shines. Taxi rides start at 75 cents, citywide bus passes cost under $30 monthly, and even inner-city travel to marvels like the Uyuni salt flats remains astonishingly affordable. But Bolivia's real value lies in its unparalleled natural wonders, from the otherworldly landscapes of the Salar de Uyuni to the Amazon rainforest adventures that cost fractions of what you'd pay in neighboring countries. Your budget easily covers Spanish lessons, domestic help, gym memberships at premium facilities, and still leaves plenty for exploring this geographically diverse nation. With healthcare costs about 60% lower than in the US, and a pace of life that emphasizes enjoyment over accumulation, Bolivia offers a quality of life that money can't buy in more developed nations. Number 8. Nepal, the Himalayan kingdom of value. Nestled in the Himalayas between India and China, Nepal offers one of Asia's most affordable luxury lifestyles amid some of the planet's most dramatic landscapes. Your $1,000 monthly budget here doesn't just provide comfort, it provides experiences most people only dream about. Housing costs border on the unbelievable. A comfortable one-bedroom apartment in Kathmandu's nicer neighborhoods runs about $140 monthly, often featuring traditional architecture with modern amenities. Food costs will delight any budget. Local dal bhat, lentil curry with rice, costs under $2 at restaurants, while grocery shopping for home-cooked meals rarely exceeds $50 monthly. Transportation is where Nepal's value becomes almost magical. Taxi rides cost about 34 cents per 10 kilometers, bus trips across cities cost 22 cents, and even car rentals run about $1 daily. But Nepal's true wealth lies in its experiences. World-class trekking in the Annapurna or Everest regions that cost fractions of similar adventures elsewhere, ancient temple complexes that charge minimal entry fees, and a culture of profound spirituality and hospitality. Your budget easily covers domestic help, $100 monthly for a part-time housekeeper, excellent healthcare, $40 for private doctor consultations, and still leaves hundreds for exploring this magnificent country. For digital nomads, Nepal's recently introduced remote work visa makes long-term stays easier than ever. The combination of low costs, incredible natural beauty, and rich cultural experiences makes Nepal perhaps the ultimate value destination for those seeking adventure without sacrificing comfort. Number 7. Vietnam, the budget foodie's paradise. Vietnam has emerged as one of Southeast Asia's most desirable destinations, offering an incredible blend of natural beauty, fascinating history, and what might be the world's best street food scene, all at prices that seem frozen in time. Your $1,000 monthly budget here funds a lifestyle of culinary exploration and comfortable living. In cities like Da Nang or Hanoi, a modern Western-style apartment costs $300-400 monthly, often featuring amenities like pools and gyms. But where Vietnam truly shines is in its food culture. A bowl of legendary pho costs $1.50, a delicious banh mi sandwich runs about $1, and even upscale restaurant meals rarely exceed $10 per person. Coffee lovers will rejoice at rich, strong Vietnamese coffee available for 50 cents per cup. Transportation is equally affordable. Grab, Southeast Asia's Uber, rides across cities cost $2.23, while motorbike rentals run about $60 monthly. Vietnam's experiences offer incredible value. World Heritage sites like Ha Long Bay cost under $10 to visit, beautiful beaches are free to access, and cultural experiences from water puppet shows to cooking classes remain astonishingly affordable. Healthcare quality has improved dramatically, with international standard hospitals charging a fraction of Western prices. Your budget easily covers language lessons, domestic travel, and still leaves room for saving or investment. With its improving infrastructure, welcoming attitude toward foreigners, and diverse landscapes from mountain highlands to tropical beaches, Vietnam offers one of Asia's best balanced cost-to-quality living experiences. Number 6. Argentina, the Paris of South America on a budget. Despite its economic challenges, Argentina remains one of the world's most fascinating value propositions, a European-style culture and infrastructure at Latin American prices. Your $1,000 monthly budget here funds a lifestyle of sophistication and adventure. The recent economic situation has made Argentina astonishingly affordable for those with foreign currency. In Buenos Aires, often called the Paris of South America, a beautiful one-bedroom apartment in neighborhoods like Palermo or Recoleta costs $300-400 monthly, featuring high ceilings, hardwood floors, and classic architecture. Argentina's famous culinary scene offers incredible value. Steak dinners at quality Parillas cost $8.10, bottle of Malbec wine runs $3.35, and grocery shopping at local markets costs about 60% less than in the US. Transportation is where Argentina feels almost surreal. Subway rides cost 30 cents, taxi rides start under $1, and beautiful long-distance buses with sleeper seats cost fractions of what you'd pay elsewhere. But Argentina's real wealth lies in its culture. Free tango shows in San Telmo, world-class museums charging minimal entry fees, and cafe culture that rivals Europe at half the price. Your budget easily covers Spanish lessons, gym memberships at premium facilities, domestic travel to wonders like Iguazu Falls, and still leaves room for entertainment. With its four-season climate, European architecture, and passionate culture, Argentina offers a quality of life that's increasingly rare at this price point anywhere in the world. Number 5. Peru, the ancient civilization with modern value. From the Amazon rainforest to the Andes Mountains to Pacific beaches, Peru offers one of South America's most diverse landscapes and experiences, all at prices that remain remarkably affordable. Your $1,000 monthly budget here funds a life of exploration and comfort. In Lima's nicer neighborhoods like Miraflores or Barranco, a modern one-bedroom apartment costs $350-400 monthly, often with ocean views and amenities. Peru's culinary revolution, regularly ranked among the world's best, remains astonishingly affordable. Set lunch menus at good restaurants cost $5.8, street food like anticuchos, grilled skewers, runs $1.12, and grocery shopping costs about 50% less than in the US. Transportation offers excellent value. Taxi rides across Lima cost $3.5, while buses to other regions cost surprisingly little for the incredible landscapes they traverse. But Peru's true value lies in its archaeological and natural wonders. Visiting Machu Picchu remains the splurge at $50-70, but countless other ancient sites cost under $10 to explore. Your budget easily covers Spanish lessons, domestic flights to experience Peru's diverse ecosystems, and still leaves room for enjoying Lima's vibrant nightlife and culinary scene. With its stable economy, improving infrastructure, and incredible biodiversity, Peru offers one of South America's best balances between adventure and modern comfort. Number 4. Mexico, the neighbor with tropical value. Many Americans are discovering what Mexican retirees have long known. Mexico offers an incredible quality of life at prices that make financial stress a distant memory. Your $1,000 monthly budget here funds a life of tropical comfort and cultural richness. While tourist zones like Cancun or Puerto Vallarta have gotten pricey, countless other destinations offer amazing value. In colonial cities like Oaxaca, Mérida, or Guanajuato, a beautiful one-bedroom apartment in the historic center costs $300-400 monthly, often featuring charming architecture with modern updates. Mexico's world-famous cuisine remains incredibly affordable. Street tacos cost 50 cents each, set lunch menus at nice restaurants run $5.8, and grocery shopping costs about 40% less than in the US. Transportation is where Mexico shines. First-class buses between cities cost $20-30 for luxurious rides, local transportation rarely exceeds $1 per ride, and fuel costs are government subsidized. But Mexico's real value lies in its culture. Free concerts in town squares, affordable Spanish lessons, and countless festivals and celebrations that welcome foreigners. Your budget easily covers domestic help, $150 monthly for a housekeeper, healthcare at excellent facilities, $30 for doctor visits, and still leaves room for exploring Mexico's diverse landscapes from beaches to mountains. With its proximity to the US, familiar brands and products, and extensive expat communities, Mexico offers the easiest transition to overseas living for most Americans. Number 3. Malaysia, Southeast Asia's modern oasis. Malaysia has quietly become one of the world's best value destinations, offering first-world infrastructure at developing world prices. Your $1,000 monthly budget here funds a life of modern comfort and tropical luxury. In Penang or Kuala Lumpur, a modern one-bedroom apartment with pool and gym facilities costs $400-500 monthly. Malaysia's diverse food scene offers incredible value. Delicious street food meals cost $1.12, restaurant dining runs $3.5, and grocery shopping costs about 50% less than in the US. Transportation is remarkably efficient and affordable. Modern trains and buses cost pennies per ride, and ride-sharing services offer comfortable transport across cities for $2.3. But Malaysia's real advantage is its infrastructure. Excellent healthcare at 70% lower costs than the US, reliable high-speed internet everywhere, and modern shopping malls with prices that will delight any budget. The country's MM2H Malaysia My Second Home program makes long-term stays accessible for retirees and remote workers. With its blend of Malay, Chinese, and Indian cultures, stunning beaches, and modern comforts, Malaysia offers perhaps the easiest soft landing for Westerners seeking Asian adventure without sacrificing modern conveniences. Number 2. Cambodia, the kingdom of astonishing affordability. Cambodia represents perhaps the ultimate value proposition in Southeast Asia, a country where $1,000 monthly doesn't just fund comfort, but outright luxury. In Phnom Penh or Siem Reap, a beautiful Western-style apartment with pool and gym access costs $250–350 monthly. Food costs will astonish you. Delicious local meals at restaurants cost $1.50. 3. While grocery shopping for Western comforts remains 60% cheaper than in the US, transportation is where Cambodia feels almost surreal. Tuk-tuk rides across cities cost $1.12, while hiring a private driver for full-day exploration runs about $20–30. But Cambodia's real value lies in its experiences, exploring the magnificent Angkor Wat Temple complex, $37 for a 3-day pass, enjoying $8 hour-long massages, and taking cooking classes for $15–20. The expat community is welcoming and diverse. Healthcare quality has improved dramatically with international standard facilities available at fraction of US prices, and the visa situation is among the most flexible in the region. For those seeking the ultimate combination of adventure, comfort, and affordability, Cambodia is hard to beat. Number 1. Colombia, the surprising number 1. Topping our list is Colombia, a country that has transformed itself into one of the world's most desirable and affordable destinations. Your $1,000 monthly budget here funds a lifestyle that most people back home would assume requires 6 figures. In Medellin, known as the City of Eternal Spring, a luxury apartment in the best neighborhoods costs $400–500 monthly, often featuring stunning mountain views, modern amenities, and concierge services. Colombia's food scene offers incredible variety and value. Set lunch menus at excellent restaurants cost $3.5. Grocery shopping runs about 60% cheaper than in the US, and the coffee, well, it's the best in the world for under $2 per cup. Transportation is efficient and affordable. Modern metro systems cost 75 cents per ride, cable cars to mountain communities run similar prices, and domestic flights to Caribbean beaches or Amazon adventures cost $5,100. But Colombia's real wealth lies in its people, culture, and natural beauty. Free salsa dancing in public parks, $10 tickets to world-class football matches, and landscapes ranging from Caribbean beaches to Andean mountains to Amazon rainforest. Healthcare ranks among the best in the Americas at 70–80% lower costs than the US, and the country's digital nomad and retirement visas are among the most accessible in the region. For the perfect combination of modern infrastructure, perfect climate, rich culture, and astonishing affordability, Colombia is our number 1 choice for living like royalty on $1,000 monthly. So we have to ask, after seeing how far your money can stretch in these incredible destinations, which lifestyle calls to you most? Is it the ancient temples and $1.50 meals of Cambodia, the European sophistication at Latin American prices in Argentina? Or the perfect climate and modern infrastructure of Medellin, Colombia? And more importantly, if you could design your perfect life abroad, what would it include? Beachfront mornings, mountain hikes, cultural immersion, fine dining every night? Tell us in the comments below which of these countries surprised you most, and what your dream expat lifestyle would look like. If this glimpse into affordable luxury living has your imagination racing, do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more life-changing content, and ring the bell so you never miss an adventure. Remember, the world is bigger, closer, and more affordable than you think. Your dream life might be just a plane ticket away. Now go out there and claim it.